Hi Sagittarius, thank you for joining me for your June general read. Please remember that this is still a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for everyone, and that includes the cross watchers. Please switch the energies around if it applies, but never try and force a timeline to fit. If it's not your story this time, then it's absolutely okay to just leave it be. You will normally find that the bits that are not hitting the mark for you, they're actually part of someone else's timeline. Okay, so let's get into this for you then, Sag. Sagittarius Collective, please, for June. Okay. Okay, so we've got number 17, what is already with you. It says letting go of the past, releasing regrets and lack mentality. You already have what you need. So my immediate reaction to this particular card for you, Sag, throughout the month of June, there's an energy of appreciation here and sort of no longer holding on to wishful thinking, because there's a realization here that while it's okay to want something, it was really blocking your energies and really sort of stopping you from appreciating the things that you already have. So there's an acceptance here in your current energies that your particular situation, it is currently the way that it is. You're very, very limited on how much you have control over. And yeah, it's very much an energies of you releasing expectations up to a certain point. Yeah, there is the mention here of regrets as well. So you are going to start being a lot kinder to yourself over the next month. Releasing your regrets of not saying something or not doing something, releasing your regrets of spending your precious moments with individuals who did not deserve nor appreciate you. So any kind of energies that keeps you stuck in that sort of lack mentality, you're releasing all of that. Your lingering resentments also, that you're transforming throughout the next month. Also as well, you're no longer sort of wishing for the things that you don't have anymore. You're really grateful for the things and the people that you do have. So it's for some of you, not all of you, there has been a moment of you sort of being stuck in that mode of feeling a bit sorry for yourself. You're releasing all of that now, and you're really changing up your energies in a massive way. With this card being orange as well, orange in tarot pertains to having fun, being playful. It's also the colour of creativity. I'm being told here to mention the chakra, so if you just give me a second, because I'm absolutely rubbish with chakras. Right, so your orange colour chakra is actually pertaining to your sacral chakra, which can be found sort of at your abdomen. It's the element of water, and it pertains to issues of sexuality and your emotions. It's the chakra that deals with pleasures and is blocked by guilt. It is the right to feel. And that's interesting, Sagittarius. Very, very interesting. The right to feel, with the energy of letting go of the past, releasing your regrets, releasing your lack mentality. There's somebody that you have been dealing with recently who does not appreciate you or your efforts or your time. I'm feeling really strongly here, Sagittarius, that throughout the month of June, you are rediscovering who you are. You are utilising your sense of humour with that fun, playful creativity. And it's like, it genuinely is you looking on the bright side of life. You're not allowing whoever that individual was that was keeping you stuck to control any more of your energies. You are literally transforming that and releasing it back up into the universe. Some of you are adopting the attitude of, you know your worth, you know your value, and anyone who doesn't appreciate you, it's like you no longer have time trying to convince them otherwise. You're taking back your power here, and I love how you're doing it with using your sense of humour as well. I think that's absolutely amazing for you. Right, so see what's in your tarot, and I am going to speed up this part of the video so that you're not watching me shuffle through your entire tarot deck. Okay, so Sagittarius Collective, please, for the month of June. Okay, so Sagittarius, the zodiacs that I can see in your reading, and please don't focus too heavily on the zodiacs that I shout out. It's very 50-50. Some individuals find the information useful and others not so much. It really just depends on if you know your entire chart, or indeed the entire chart of the individual that you're dealing with. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Wands in reverse, and this is fire. So it pertains to actions and creativity. You've got the King of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. The Fool, which is Uranus energy, so it's the element of air. The Knight of Wands is your energy, so it's Sagittarius. The Queen of Swords is Libra energy. The Eight of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius, and the Moon is Piscean energy. The Nine of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces, and your Page of Cups pertains to the start of summer. The Empress, that is Venus, the element of earth, and then we've got your energy here with the Temperance card. The Ace of Swords is air, so it's a card all about thought and communication. The Knight of Coins, that is Virgo energy, and your Five of Coins is Mercury in Taurus. Your Two of Coins is Jupiter in Capricorn energy. Okay, so your current overall energies is the Ace of Wands in reverse and the King of Swords. So currently you are being very, very careful and analytical. You're also trying to retreat on your emotions here with the King of Swords. Your Ace of Wands being in reverse is indicating that at the moment you're facing delays, and that there's a lack of motivation, you're feeling weighed down, you're quite possibly a bit bored as well, and there's definitely a lack of energy and a lack of passion. Your planetary influences in this particular read, Sag, is Mercury and Jupiter. Mercury is the planet of communication, intellect and reason, and Jupiter, that is your planet. It's the planet of expansion, optimism and abundance. So you're bored with something not progressing, you're bored with something not growing, not moving, you are losing the passion to continue something. And I am feeling here for the most part that this is pertaining to a connection, a relationship. It's almost like you've reached a certain plateau and you don't know if it's going to go any further. and you're getting bored as well. Very, very bored. It's like there's definitely a thirst for something exciting in your energies. Definitely. I'm getting a strong impression here, Sagittarius, that you're quite possibly trying to retcon on something. Because look, we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, right? This combination here, when they're in the same spread together, it usually indicates that a relationship has become cold, and again, that there's no passion, that there's no more passion between you. You're very cold and distant with each other. There's second energies here in this read, Sag. I think I'm picking up on your energy, your significant other, but then there's another individual in this read. I'm feeling here, Sagittarius, that you're trying to currently weigh up your options. I'm definitely looking here at a current commitment where the passion has just died for each other. There's no more passion in that connection. And I can see the Magician hiding underneath the King of Swords as well, with the Three of Wands. Yeah. You're currently trying to break free from a cold connection, and you're getting bored of waiting for the connection that excites you. For some of you, this is very, very specific, because somebody here is thinking about instigating divorce proceedings here. The Magician and the Three of Wands. The Magician, while it is about manifesting, it's also about communication and remaining flexible. So you're currently planning for the future with your Three of Wands, and you're imagining what your future's going to look like. There's an energy of expectations with the Three of Wands, which is what makes it a bit different from the Two of Wands. You are expecting someone to start making their way towards you here, Sagittarius. In the meanwhile, you're dealing with a connection that has been cold and passionless for many, many years. And again, with it being the King and Queen of Swords, that's like with the Ace of Wands being in reverse right in between them both. You're with an individual and you're no longer on the same page anymore, and you're wanting to move on. That is literally what I'm seeing in your cards, Sag. Again, it's not going to resonate for very many. That is making sense as to why you'd be releasing regrets and releasing your lack mentality. Yeah, and letting go of the past as well. So I am seeing that your current commitment, it is mutual, all right? This isn't one-sided. I'm not looking here at a situation where Sagittarius has done the dirty, or vice versa. I'm not looking at that at all. I'm looking at two individuals who have been with each other for a couple of years, and it's an amicable split here. It is amicable. And Sagittarius is basically future planning. There is, with this individual down here, you have met somebody new, Sagittarius, and that individual is your wish fulfillment. However, you are going to be asking the new individual to be patient, because there is still quite a lot here that you need to sort through before you can have your brand new beginning with that individual. I'm seeing here that there is heavy communication that is between you and an Empress energy. Now please bear in mind that we've all got that sort of Empress and Emperor energy within us. It's just literally a matter of how we utilize each energies and how we balance them out and all the rest. Okay, so just because I say the Empress energy, that could easily be a man, right? Easily. That there is no gender in tarot. It's literally just the energies that we're reading here. But there's someone, you've met somebody new who you do feel passionate towards. You feel that there is so much potential here between you and this person, and you feel that together you can actually grow on something that is really prosperous. It's like I'm feeling this really sort of stuck energies from you, Sagittarius, and it's irritating you because you want to just get this. I'll show you how I'm seeing it. Look, so you've got a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords, and right in between them the Ace of Wands in reverse. So you're feeling frustrated with this particular connection or commitment, because for the longest time it's like you've wanted to just sort of split down the middle so that you can then pursue your newer connection. But there's something legal here that's hanging over your head, and it's frustrating to you because you want to just have this brand new beginning, right? The Fool, you're ready for it. There's a part of you that wants to just go rushing in recklessly towards whoever this Empress energy is for you, right? But you can't do that at the moment because there's something legal that's stopping you from just sort of taking that action that you want. So you've been feeling really quite down and put out about that, and now it's like come June you're sort of releasing those feelings of being stuck, feeling frustrated. You're releasing all that, and it's like you're gonna start making the moves towards the Empress anyway. And that's why the Moon is the card that is central to your read. The Moon pertains to possible illusions, fear, not having enough clarity. So it's like you've got half of a plan and you're like, sod it, half a plan is better than none. And then you're just going to go. So I am seeing here that there is communication, and for some of you, not all of you as well, you're actually going to be apologizing to the Empress energy because they had to wait for you for so long. This is a really, really bizarre reading, Sagittarius. I was not expecting to get something like this in your read. It's like literally you've been sitting there thinking, do you know what, sod it, life's too short, I'm making my move now. So yeah, it's you're definitely gonna go for what you want over the next month. See, with the Knight of Wands as well, that can be a very misunderstood energies, because The Knight of Wands, it does get a bad rap, but it's also indicating an individual who currently has made their decision, they're sticking with it, and everyone else around them is sort of questioning them, and sort of telling them that they can't do this, they can't do that. Sometimes their sanity is questioned as well, but it's like you are absolutely positive and adamant here that you are going to get from your life what you want, and the situation that you're currently in is not what you want. So you're adamant here to see this this disconnect through to the very end, and it's like you just want to go like yesterday. It's a really interesting energy, Sagittarius. In your guidance, you've got the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Coins. Your guidance here is asking you to slow down a bit. The Knight of Coins, it's the slowest knight of the deck. Slow and steady wins the race. So your guidance is literally hold on to your horses just a minute. Just a minute, because there's something else that is needing dealt with your Ace of Swords. That's the card of truth, clarity. It's a huge challenge also. So they're guiding you here just to hold on a minute. If you act too quickly, it could be at your detriment. That there's something that you're missing. This guidance with that particular combination is also indicating that you're not to cut any corners, and it might take a little bit longer than you expected to deal with whatever this legal issue is, but you're definitely being advised here just to slow down a little bit and do not cut any corners. Also in your guidance, the Five of Coins and the Two of Coins. So for those of you who are not yet in this energy of releasing regrets and lack mentality, then this part of the guidance is definitely supporting you to do so, to do exactly that. Let go of the past, release any sort of lingering resentments, and also to forgive yourself as well for loving those who didn't necessarily appreciate you, if that makes sense. So it's not forgive and forget, because I do not advocate that. It's self-forgiveness. That there is definitely a need for self-forgiveness, for spending your time, love and energy on those that didn't deserve or appreciate. There's also an indication here to be careful with your money throughout the month of June with the Five of Coins. They're also advising that you are going to have to reassess your responsibilities. Something needs to be balanced out here in your energies, definitely. For some of you, you've been advised here to wait for finances before you can maneuver towards the Empress energy. That there's definitely something about your finances here that is needing a look at. So, okay, I'm going to start pulling you out some oracle and see if we can get any more clarity for you, Sag. Got anything else for Sagittarius, please? Thank you. Glam it up. bring your A game, hitting the town, making an effort, edgy venue, the finishing touches, and stylish. It's the finishing touches. There's something about the need to pay attention to details here before you make your big move. And there is definitely finances here that is stopping you from making the move that you need. Yeah. Right. We've got mole crawl, girl with popcorn, self-indulgence, a heart with key, and the dragonfly. Right. I'm struggling here to make sense of your timeline, Sagittarius, because bearing in mind, I don't know your personal individual story. So it's really difficult for readers to sort of make sense of a read. It literally makes no sense to us whatsoever. The gist of it that I can get is, for the most part, someone here is stuck in a connection, legally stuck, legally bound to a connection that has been passionless for a long time. There's divorce proceedings here that have been initiated. In the meanwhile, you have met a brand new individual that you're just wanting to move towards as quickly as you can, but your financial situation is kind of keeping you stuck to the old connection. You're being advised to sort of slow your horses down a little bit. You need to wait for your finances before you can make your move towards the new connection. There is communication here between your brand new connection and yourself. An apology also, because your new connection has had to sort of wait on the sidelines for you. And they're going to be waiting just a little bit longer as well. You're trying to manifest your brand new life with that individual. So you've got the dragonfly here. Be light-hearted, finding out things coming to light, adapting, changing and healing. The dragonfly is also symbolic for manifesting as well. So there is information here that you're going to become privy to that is going to help you out massively with your situation. The new connection, you genuinely feel that the new person is your one. And you're going to be sort of opening your heart to that individual, and there is a union here between you and that, whoever that Empress energy is. There is a need here for you to undertake some sort of shadow work with your self-indulgence card, a time to heal, shadow work, reclaiming your self-worth, focusing on yourself. So yeah, there needs to be a little bit of a stopgap here for you, like sort of a bit of a breathing space between cutting this connection and then the new connection. That there needs to be a little bit of you time in that sort of interim. Okay. You're very, very tempted just to make your move the now. With that card, there's a part of you that is thinking to hell with the consequences, and you just want to sort of charge straight ahead, but you are definitely being advised against that. Mole crawl, pleasantly surprised and a happy find. That is indicating that sort of missing information that you need. The money also, and then glam it up, bringing your A game. they're advising you here, Sagittarius, that while you're struggling with your need to take action now, they are definitely advising against it, because at this exact moment in time you're not really in your best position to make the moves that you need to sort of ensure success with this. All right, there needs to be a bit of a slowing down in your energies. You very much, you just literally want to go ham, like right now. But it is definitely advising against that at the moment. So Sagittarius, please. The mirror, wave of power and receptivity. So the mirror, it says, know thyself, a self-examination and seeing who you really are. Observe who you are beyond the physical triggers. Those are unhealed wounds. Being under duress, our true character can be observed. Wave of power, a surge of power, an upswing in energy and exhilarating movement. A time to truly exert yourself and take action, working with the wave instead of against it, and a time of triumph. And receptivity, allowing yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. What does that say? Love and good fortune is coming your way. Avoid greeting them with suspicions. Okay. I'm really limited on how I can elaborate further on those cards, because I've pretty much already said everything that is coming out in those cards. I would literally end up just repeating myself. You've got the inner work space that is needed. It's like you're feeling this change in the wind already, and there's a bit of fear of missing out. And they're saying, ride the wave instead of fighting against it. So the next wave that comes is going to be your wave. It's like you want to move preemptively. It's like some of you feel that you could be looking a gift horse in the mouth a bit if you don't take action straight away. They're saying here, look, no, we know that you're not taking anything for granted here, but you do need to just sort of slow down a little bit, because while you are guaranteed success with this new connection, they don't want you to sort of rush in straight away, because there's something that you're missing here. And for the most part, the bits that I can see that you're missing is your finances and that sort of time separate from the old connections, so that you can rediscover who you are, and then you can come into union with your brand new connection. But they definitely want you to take a little bit of time in between the connections. I really do hope that is coming across. I hope it's not too confusing the way that I'm explaining. Sagittarius. Okay, so we've got new moon in Sagittarius, and new moons are pertaining to Wiping the slate clean, brand new potential, new cycles beginning, and your dreams. You've also got the balsamic moon under there, and they are really, really good for healing, soothing, and surrender. So again, with your new moon and your balsamic moon, it's another repeating message here, Sagittarius. You need that time in between the old connection and the new connection. You need to take that little bit of time in between purely for yourself, to do you for a bit, because otherwise, I think what it is that they're getting at here is when you've been in a connection with somebody for a long, long time, it's like you tend to start sort of, you can become a bit too similar to each other. So it's like you become completely intertwined with each other and with each other's lives. And it's like one individual will start sort of giving up their hobbies in favour for the other individual's hobbies. And they're saying here, Sagittarius, that you've lost a bit of who you are during that old connection. So that's why they want you to have that space in between, so that you can rediscover the lost or forgotten pieces of you. And then you can come into union with the new individual as who you are supposed to be in your authentic, true self, and not as who you were in this connection, because you don't want to be taking remnants of the old connection into the new. Right, so we've got luck is on your side, counting your blessings. It says you need to laugh more, a wonderful time to start a new course of study or teaching, and to practice gratitude. And a time for healing. When one is healed, all are healed. It says a time to let go of the past hurts. You are about to turn a corner. You need more time to heal, and patience is required. Again, there's literally repeating messages here all the way throughout your read, Sag. Can I have a healing message, please, for Sagittarius? Healing message. Thank you. Right, yeah, rock bottom. So your rock bottom card, it says surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. As difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've now reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you have been doing things. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick in the wall, or you've experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onwards and upwards. A new direction and a new strategy are now called for. The only way out is through surrender, accepting things as they are, and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in that heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear, and a whole manner of synchronicities will show you the way to your higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. So yeah, making sure that all of the loose ends of your old connection are tied up completely before you can embark on the brand new connection. And healing from that old connection is part of your loose ends. Positive affirmations, please, for Sagittarius. Okay. Energy flows where my intention goes. When I'm in alignment with the universe, when I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted, and in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayers, contemplation and stillness. All right. loads and loads of emphasis here, Sagittarius, in your read about avoiding acting too quickly, avoiding acting in haste. The brand new chapter of your life, it is coming. It is just around the corner, and that's why you're feeling that you're wanting to just sort of take action right now. They're really advising you here just to be patient a little bit longer. They don't want you to be setting yourself up to fail if you're not completely in that sort of correct space to be embarking fully on the brand new. Yeah, a very, very bizarre read for you, Sag. Really interesting. Okay, so for those of you who are easily offended at swearing, then your read has ended now. Thank you very much for watching. And for those of you who don't give a shit about swearing, then this is the Rebel deck. It's the deck that I use at the end of all of my reads at the start of every month. So these don't show up mid-month in the love reads, for example. They work in exactly the same way as all of the other tarot and oracle, where it's for the viewers to decide what side of the table that they're sitting at for every single card that comes out. So it's all still completely interchangeable. And yeah, they're very blunt and brutal. They can be a bit interesting, to say the least. Right, so we've got stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. Fuck, shit's about to get real. Yeah, you don't say. You need your people around you. Be fucking grateful. Shit could be so much worse. Rebel, because fuck it. You are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice, just don't use it for dumb shit. Don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. That's literally what your entire tarot read was all about, Sagittarius. And money, make it rain. You have got finances coming in towards you here. Your much needed finances that is part of what you need to be patient for. It is coming in. Right, so that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Please like, share or subscribe if that has resonated for you, and thank you so much to all of those who have already supported my channel. I absolutely appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then that information can be found in my descriptions box below. So thank you again, Sagittarius. Very best of luck with this situation. Please do take care out there, and we shall speak again soon. Bye.